At the edge of the universe. I stand at the edge of the universe, a place dreamed of by scientists, philosophers, and poets, a place that no one has ever seen. Yet here I am, and reality has turned out to be much stranger than I could have imagined. The journey to the edge. It all started with an incredible discovery in the scientific world. In a distant corner of space, strange fluctuations in space-time were detected that didn't fit any known laws of physics. These signals came from the very boundary of what we could observe, beyond the edge of the visible universe. Our telescopes caught anomalies that seemed to be coming from something bigger. I was one of those chosen for the expedition to this boundary. We didn't know what awaited us, but scientists believe that at the edge of the universe might lie the key to understanding the very nature of existence. Galaxies, stars, and even time itself appeared different as we approached. With every light year we traveled, it seemed like the laws of physics were starting to crack, but we kept moving forward, meeting the void. And now, here I am, before me, an endless darkness. No stars, no light, no sound, only absolute emptiness. But this emptiness strangely attracted me. I felt my body begin to stretch, yet it held its shape. It was as if all reality around me was slowly shifting, not collapsing, but transforming into something else. When you look into this darkness, it feels like time no longer has meaning. The past, present, and future merge into one. It seemed like I could glimpse moments of my childhood or see into the future. Everything was so close and yet so far. I tried taking a step forward, and suddenly, I felt the space beneath my feet begin to disappear. I stepped into the void, the mysterious horizon. I crossed an invisible boundary. This moment was a turning point. Everything around me changed. Ahead stretched an endless horizon glowing with a soft, strange light coming from nowhere. The light was warm but not blinding. It seemed to invite me closer. I tried to understand what this place was. Perhaps it was the very edge of the universe people spoke of. But what lay beyond this light? What was behind the boundary? Every cell in my body screamed with curiosity and fear. My instrument showed no data, as if physical reality had stopped functioning. At that moment, I realized I was not just an observer. I was part of this light, and every thought, every action mattered. The space before me wasn't just empty. It was waiting to be filled, like a blank canvas waiting for the first stroke of paint. The voices appear. At this moment, I heard strange voices. They didn't sound like ordinary sounds. They didn't travel through the air, because there was no air in this part of space. These voices spoke directly into my mind, like thoughts, but they weren't mine. They told stories of beginnings and ends, of countless universes, each with its own laws, its own worlds, its own beings. The voices whispered to me that the universe I knew was only one of many, and that beyond this horizon of light, there were doors to other realities. Some of these realities were similar to ours, while others were completely alien and incomprehensible. "You've always been part of this," one of the voices whispered. "You were created from the same elements as the light of this horizon. Now it's time to understand your place." Crossing the boundary. I took a step forward. The light around me became denser, but it exerted no pressure. At some point, I felt the boundaries of my body start to dissolve into this radiant emptiness. I was no longer a separate being. I became part of something larger, part of space and time itself. Every thought, every feeling became so clear that I realized, here, I could create anything. In this place, beyond the edge of the universe, everything was possible. I could send myself back in time or create a new reality. There were no limits here except the ones I set for myself. I understood that this edge of the universe was not the end. It was the beginning of something infinite, where any wonder or mystery was possible.